Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am your girl, Molinda Jae, and I'm here to bring you all another update about the lawsuit between Michael Irvin and the Marriott brand. Okay, due to what has happened last month, because this is an officially new month as I'm recording this on March 1st. It is going even more left at this point because the Marriott, as of the 27th of February, the Marriott has filed motion to dismiss Michael Irvin's $100 million defamation lawsuit. So let's go ahead and get into these articles. Please keep in mind that whatever information I am presenting you, and as well as the articles that I am reading from, so you can be able to look upon yourself during your leisure. I am only the messenger, okay? And it's up to you to do the research so you can be able to come to your own conclusions, okay? I'm just stating that as a disclaimer because it seems like a lot of people are misquoting or just not listening all the way. And I need y'all to listen all the way and actually watch the video all the way if you're asking questions that you already know the answer to, okay? All right, so within this article, it says Marriott files motion to dismiss Michael Irvin's $100 million lawsuit defamation lawsuit. This is coming from the bleacherreport.com, and it reads, Pro Football Hall of Famer Michael Irvin files a lawsuit against Marriott and one of its employees earlier February. But the hotel chain made a move on Monday to put an end to this legal pursuit. Per the Athletics, Daniel Kaplan, Marriott filed a motion to dismiss Irvin's $100 million lawsuit that alleged defamation and notorious interference, noting it leases its brand to, but does not own the Phoenix hotel where Irvin allegedly made harassing and inappropriate comments to a hotel worker during the week of Super Bowl. TMZ reported on the 9th of February that Irvin alleged that he was being railroaded with false accusations of misconduct by the hotel employee that are affecting his career. He was pulled from the remainder of the Super Bowl 57 coverage once the accusation surfaced. Rash and thoughtless actions can have severe consequences. Marriott, which is the parent company of the Renaissance Hotel, apparently did not appreciate these simple truths when, in a rush to judgment, its employees and management inaccurately and inflammatorily accused Mr. Irvin of misconduct to the National Football League. Irvin's lawsuit stated Irvin denied any wrongdoing and said the accusations took a toll on him. What law did I break? Irvin told Michael G, because I don't want to mispronounce somebody's last name, of the Dallas Morning News, a host of CBS Sports, John Bridge. There was definitely nothing wrong. That's honestly all that happened. Nobody was in my room. It was a 45-second conversation in the lobby, a handshake, and we left. I don't know what it is. It is running me crazy. On Friday, a federal judge presiding over the case ruled that Marriott must respond to Irvin's request to release the surveillance video of this interaction with the staff member by Tuesday evening. It now appears the motion to dismiss will serve as the company's response. So, based on what I got from this article right here, is that the Marriott, like the parent company of this specific franchise brand of the Renaissance was it the Renaissance? Let's see. The Renaissance Hotel. They're trying to separate themselves from the lawsuit. And I'm assuming having the Renaissance Hotel liable of what has transpired as an individual franchisee basis. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Especially if it's independently owned, and then the name, it follows the umbrella, under the umbrella of the Marriott. It seems like the Marriott, the parent company, right, is trying, the parent corporation is trying to recuse aka separate themselves from the Renaissance Hotel, even though it falls underneath their umbrella, you know what I'm saying? But that's, hey. But yeah, they're trying to separate themselves from this particular lawsuit. Even though they are the parent company, they want the Renaissance, it seems like they want the Renaissance Hotel to be like liable of what's going on and what had transpired at that particular location. Now, following through that, let me see here. Okay, yeah, this is in a continuation, as well as another article that you all can, browse about during your leisure. And this is what they're saying on their platform. Marriott tries to dismiss Michael Irvin's lawsuit, claims that he made harassing and inappropriate comments. Okay. It says, faced with $100 million lawsuit filed by the Hall of Famer receiver, Michael Irvin, Marriott is hoping for an early exit. Via Daniel Kaplan of the athletic.com, Marriott has filed a motion to dismiss the complaint that Irvin filed 18 days ago. Marriott argues that it does not own the Phoenix Hotel at which the Irvin engaged in some type of alleged wrongdoing, prompting a complaint to the NFL Network, and in turn, Irvin's removal of the Super Bowl week programming instead of Marriott. It only leases its brand to the owner of the property. So here, this is what I was clarifying earlier, okay, from the previous article. That may not matter. The hotel is a Marriott location. It's hard to imagine Marriott avoiding responsibility based on the technical legal relationship between the corporation and the actual owner and the operator of the hotel. Yep, this is what I was talking about. Especially if the hotel identifies itself as Marriott property. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. The paperwork filed by Marriott also sheds light for the first time on the specific allegations made against Irvin via Kaplan. Marriott claims that Irvin made harassing and inappropriate comments. That's a far cry from the vague notion that he engaged in some sort of offensive physical touching or contact, and it likely will make the surveillance video far less relevant since it won't include audio. Marriott's claim also make the discovery process critical on the question of what the employees of the hotel specifically said to the NFL Network. Whatever it was enough to get the NFL Network to shut him down. Likewise, it will be interesting to know whether the hotel employees identified themselves as Marriott employees when asked making the complaint. Because Marriott is a longtime NFL sponsor, complaints from Marriott will be more likely to resonate with the NFL Network than complaints from a chain that does not give the NFL a lot of money every year. Ultimately, someone may be giving Irvin a lot of money for jumping the gun. Ooh. Let me read that sentence again. Ultimately, someone may be giving Irvin a lot of money for jumping the ship and or telling tall tales about his behavior. Absent a quick settlement, this case could reveal plenty of intriguing facts about the communication and other discussions that resulted in NFL Network moving so swiftly to take him off the air. perhaps as the evidence eventually may demonstrate too swiftly. Okay, so what I got from this article is basically confirming what I was explaining earlier about the breakdown between the parent company, the sub company, and sub company, meaning to put it in simple terms, the child company that is underneath the parent. The Marriott is the parent responsible, because the Renaissance is basically the child protege underneath the company belt as a franchisee brand. Okay. And the fact that, the parent is like, hey, I am not in it. This is none of my business. Even though I am held liable to a certain degree because this particular franchise is underneath my brand, it seemed like this should be held in an individual basis between the Renaissance Hotel and the person that is filing the complaint or filing the lawsuit against the hotel, which is Michael Irvin. So that's exactly what it's verifying here. And also it is, let's see, the Marriott is a longtime NFL sponsor as well. So there is a close relationship there business wise. Okay, so that is very tricky as well. And the Marriott is like, hey, I'm not gonna lose the connection, the relationship between the NFL over something that happened that could either make or break the situation between the person who was filing the lawsuit and the individual brand in itself that the employee works under. So, but I also have to peep the question as is, okay, we got something coming from Yahoo News as an hour ago. So let's click on that and see what that's going. Okay, this is come from Yahoo News. So let's see what they're talking about on here as well. And this was posted yesterday on the 28th. And it reads, Michael Irvin's $100 million defamation lawsuit might be dismissed. It says, while the events that occurred during the 2023 Super Bowl weekend are in the rearview mirror of nearly everybody that attended, the consequences of that weekend are still lingering for the former Dallas Cowboys great Michael Irvin. In the days leading up to the Super Bowl Sunday, Michael Irvin was pulled from ESPN and NFL Network's 2023 Super Bowl coverage after a female employee filed a complaint about his behavior during an interaction in the lobby of a Marriott hotel in Glendale, Arizona, where Irvin was staying at the Super Bowl. In response, the Pro Football Hall of Famer did not go down easy. Instead, he filed a $100 million defamation lawsuit against the mystery woman who accused him of misconduct during a brief interaction in the hotel lobby. Also in the lawsuit, Playmaker accused Marriott of devising a plan to turn him into the next victim of cancel culture over something he says never happened. Now, after weeks of silence from both sides of the lawsuit, Marriott International has requested that the federal judge in Texas to dismiss Irvin's lawsuit against the hotel chain entirely, or move the case to Arizona, where the interaction occurred. Oh, okay. More on the Dallas News, or from the Dallas News. According to the court documents obtained by the Dallas Morning News, Marriott asked the district judge, Amos III, to dismiss Irvin's lawsuit for the lack of personal jurisdiction. The Marriott in documents filed in the Eastern District of Texas argues Irvin concedes that none of the facts and circumstances giving a rise in his claims occurred in Texas. Okay. Marriott further claimed that they did not own the hotel where the interaction occurred. They saying that they operate or license thousands of properties, but only a few of them, not including the one in Glendale. Furthermore, why would Irvin file the lawsuit in Texas if both sides concede that interaction occurred in Arizona? In any case, it's not clear what the exact nature of the mystery woman's complaint is. Did Irwin say something inappropriate? Did he touch her when she asked not to? What exactly happened? According to the Dallas Morning News, the motion filed by the hotel chain says that Irvin claims the female employee told hotel management that he made harassing and inappropriate comments. On the other hand, Irvin says he shook her hand, walked to his room alone, and that's it. No claims of unwanted touching were made. As a result, any surveillance footage that could be in use in the suit is likely to be irrelevant since it likely won't include any audio. Okay? So that is what the Yahoo News is bringing forth to it. I want to read these comments here, okay? I want to read these comments. Let's see. Luke said almost every lawsuit of any substance has motions filed to dismiss for several reasons: jurisdiction, property service, venue, etc. They typically not granted. Therefore, it's not newsworthy unless the court actually grants one. Someone else said legal mumbo jumbo. Worst case is he will refile in the proper jurisdiction. If Marriott doesn't own the hotel, then why ban him from all their hotels? That's what I'm saying. They have nothing to hide. Then produce their okay, I can't read that. Foul in Arizona player. They have to prove since they accused you. If you're innocent, do not let them off the hook. Justice for Michael. Okay. Okay, I don't agree with Mike Pence on much anything he'll allow. Oh, okay, well, whatever that is. Let's see what else. Irvin has a history of bad behavior and addiction. When this incident occurred, he claimed that he had been out drinking and was intoxicated to even remember speaking to the lady. Now he can remember the entire conversation, which is highly unlikely. I'll be willing to bet he tried to entice her to come into his room. She said no, and he said some things that were not important. Wow. Oh, someone else had gave like a history of his legal history. Whoa. What's the point of this story besides getting a click? Let's see. I don't understand why Marriott is requesting a dismissal of the case since it was one of their employees who had filed a complaint of Irvin, and now Irvin is just trying to clear his name. I know they're claiming it was not their employee, but it was one of their franchisees that had filed the complaint. Turn over the requested evidence and get a jury decided whether Irvin is guilty of saying a bad word. He lost his job working at the Super Bowl. That's a big deal. Whatever he needed to justify the outcome, he's enticed to sue. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's like I said. Excuse me. Like I said, y'all, it is getting real. How should I say it? Sticky. Okay, it's getting real sticky and real tricky because the Marriott, as stated before in the articles, they're trying to separate themselves from a separate occasion that happened at a franchisee's business property because they only provide the license. But still, I mean, they are underneath your umbrella. At the end of the day, you provided the license, and I'm pretty sure y'all go and do some inspections to keep the, to make sure everything's running accordingly and do all those things so that franchisee can still continue to run. I don't know, y'all. This is a sticky situation, between the Marriott, Michael Irvin, and this accuser. You would have think the accuser would have came out by now, but that's his or her prerogative. I'm assuming it's a her, just based off from the articles. But at the end of the day, let's go ahead and release the video. Yes, it may not include the audio, but at least it will provide the actions that has been taking place at that particular time. And therefore, I don't know who he was around at the time, because there was also other witnesses that, that gave their insight of what had happened in that short period of time. So that's another thing to look out for. Who was he? Did he walk in the hotel by himself? Did he walk with a couple of other people that he's close with, like a little entourage or his colleagues, before he had interacted with the employee and went into his room? Like, there's so many variables to the situation. And the fact that he did file in Texas instead of Arizona, that's another thing to look out for as well. So yeah, this situation is getting real sticky at this point. And I mean, I hope he is able to clear his name, but as of right now, the parent company Marriott is like, hey, cut me out of the situation. Let the franchisee and Michael Irvin and the court get that situated out for themselves, because I just provide the okay. I just give the permission for the franchisee to run their business. Okay, that's all I do. I'm still trying to maintain my relationship, my marriage to the NFL, okay? Because we sponsor them. I'm trying to maintain my marriage to the NFL. That's what the Marriott is saying in plain Jane form. But other than that, y'all feel free to leave your comments down below in the comment section. I thought that I would bring y'all another update if you haven't heard it already. About this deal is going real sticky at this point. And with that being said, I'm gonna leave y'all to it. Of course, like I said it before, the content is gonna be a little bit straggly for a little bit for the next couple of days, because I am hosting a workshop, a self-love workshop called Be Wholistic. So if you all would want to attend that, it is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday, March 5th. The cost is $97 because I am, providing an e-certificate along with a personalized affirmation, along with an e-guide and some more stuff, okay, some more, how should I say, some more resources. Yeah, some more resources at hand. And also, it's just a time to come and fellowship with me, get to know me on a deeper level, so we can connect and interact and all those type of things. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, like, share, comment, and subscribe.